and welcome to part 2 of this Integrated Ascension series dealing with Ascension symptoms. Now, we occasionally, all of us, feel bereft or devoid of our spiritual connection when the physical vehicle, our physical vehicle, falls into disharmony and dis-ease. Feelings like this often plunge us into a world of fear and pain. And it may be that we feel like this slices through our spiritual connection. It's important to know help is always available to us, always. Unlimited help, unlimited support and assistance is available to all of us. And the simplest way to deal with Ascension symptoms is to invoke assistance. I am is asking for healing help now, please. That's the simplest way to ask for assistance, and it will arrive. And if you can also ask for comfort or respite, or if you have a feeling, and this is often the case at the moment, that the energies coming through us are too intense, just ask to please take it easy on me. So oftentimes the energies coming in are necessarily aware of the limitations of our physical vessel. Help always arrives. Often though, we don't either recognize it, or sometimes we don't hear it or receive it because other patterns are in our field. So it's also helpful to ask, I am requesting that any patterns or programs or anything that is blocking my healing be brought to my awareness now. And then you can listen for a response, and a response will always come. Be patient. You may also wish to request, I am requesting that any patterns or programs or anything that is blocking my healing be removed now, as is ideal for me, in alignment with divine will. Further though, part 2 is concerned with the hundreds of invocations that we can call forth to assist us on our ascension journey. And the ones that I'm going to bring in today are the ones that have been guided to be offered at this time. Know that only those which are ideal for you and that are in alignment with divine will be enacted. So these invocations today are very useful, possibly essential, for integration of the 4 or 5 body system and the 3 minds. But as always, follow your guidance. So let us begin. Please take a deep breath in. Breathe in the purest light from within and from without. And on the out breath, release any energy that wishes to be let be, either up your pillar of light or down your pillar of light into earth, up into source or down into earth, or if you wish, you can breathe it out through your etheric body, emotional body, mental body, and into your spiritual or the spiritual body. So we'll begin with saying the soul mantra or monadic mantra as you are guided. I am the monad. I am the light divine. I am love divine. I am will divine. I am fixed design. I am the monad. I am the light divine. I am love divine. I am will divine. I am fixed design. I am the monad. I am the light divine. I am love divine. I am will divine. I am fixed design. We call on our team and spirit of the purest light and resonance to come be with us now. Call on our body elemental, our oversoul, our monad to work in harmonious group consciousness with all that is for this work. So first, there are some basic requests to make. If you're ever feeling any discomfort in meditation, it's wise to immediately call in the Medical Assistance Program Healing Team, or MAP, Healing Team for short. This is a group consciousness made up of Pan, the overlighting deva of healing, the Great White Brotherhood Medical Unit, and your oversoul and monad. The MAP Healing Team are specially trained to help with any physical and energetic blockages and issues, but they're always my go-to first people to call in. And you may wish in every meditation to ask any one of these following requests. I am calls forth an experience of the rapture. I am calls forth an experience of the rapture. I am calls forth an experience of the rapture. So this experience is of being taken up the pillar of light to undifferentiated source, or as high up as is possible to go, or ascending the pillar of light. Now, why is that useful? It's useful because it allows you to clear any blockages in that movement. The movement itself will clear things very gently. The second one you can call for in any meditation is this one. I am calls forth to the Ascended Masters an ascension blessing and acceleration that is ideal for me and is in alignment with divine will. Now, why would you call that forth? Ascension blessings are encodements and packets of energy that are available to you and that are available to humanity. Number 3, this invocation has to do with DNA. 12-strand DNA is already in our etheric bodies. It doesn't need to be created. And it does not, at least for most people, manifest into the physical body until after ascension. So by making this request, you're really engaging in part of the work of preparing your ascension body. The invocation is this. I am asks for the activation of the 12th strand of DNA in my etheric and physical bodies. I am asks for the activation of 12-strand DNA in the etheric and physical bodies. So this next one has to do with helping you build your light quotient and also helping you to hold higher light frequencies. It has to do with your nervous system and physical body. And the invocation is this. I am calls forth to Vywamus, and you can say any Ascended Masters, to prepare my physical and etheric nervous system for ascension. So calling on any Ascended Masters that you wish, including Vywamus. I am calls forth to Vywamus the preparing of my physical and etheric nervous systems for ascension. And the last one that you can call forth in any meditation has to do with the removal of alien implants and negative elementals, which we all have, and removing them is part of the purification process. This is the invocation. I am calls to my team in spirit of the purest light and resonance to remove all alien implants and negative elementals from all bodies, levels, realities, stations, and universes, no exceptions. And I call to my team to fill any voids left with purest light of the divine. So that's the first part of this video, which is some basic requests that will help you. I'm going to move on to some specific requests that I found extremely useful in alleviating Ascension symptoms. And as always, trust your guidance. Not everything suggested here works for everyone in this time. Remember that there's always divine timing in all. So the first we're going to do is anchoring of the Microtron. The Microtron allows the entry of the purest light of Ascension available to mankind on Earth. The invocation. I am calls forth to Archangel Metatron, Lord of Light, and to Mahatma to fully anchor the Microtron into my four-body system now. Number 2, aligning with the Planetary Kundalini. The Earth, of which we're all an integral part, is ascending as well. The more we can align with Earth, the easier will be our ascension and the easier Earth's will be. This invocation facilitates the flow in of the God current from the Earth Mother, as well as facilitating the energy flowing in from undifferentiated source. I am calls to Earth Mother to facilitate the aligning of my Kundalini and my energy system with the Planetary Kundalini, as is ideal for me in alignment with divine will. Now, lots has been written about the Kundalini, and again, trust your guidance. Kundalini, in my experience, unfurls as it is meant to, as it is planned to. There's no need to push it or accelerate it. It has its own timing. The next one is the golden white light of Ascension, source light. Ascension energies come in different vibrations. However, to begin with, golden white light is desirable, and calling it forth in every meditation is really helpful. And to do that, you invoke, I am calls forth the golden white energy of source to surround me, to clothe me in light. Calling forth the golden white light of source typically helps to resolve many ascension symptoms. And if the ascension symptoms don't go away after this invocation, you can also ask to be placed in a cocoon of golden white light of source, as that will, for a more extended period of time, alleviate and give you respite and support and healing. And this next invocation is particularly helpful with integration and synthesis, and helpful to assist with ascension integration. The Mahatma Coding Invocation asks the Mahatma energy, which contains the blueprint and coding of all 352 levels of self, steps back to the Godhead, and all the initiations leading back to undifferentiated source. The invocation is, I am calls forth the Mahatma blueprint and coding to be programmed into the appropriate bodies and minds in my energy system, and I am asks that this coding be anchored as is ideal for me in alignment with divine will. I am calls forth the electric blue energy of Mahatma to fully reside within my energy system as is ideal for me in alignment with divine will, to assist with graceful and gentle integration. Now the next invocation has to do with an Axiatonal Alignment. It's a very simple and powerful tool to go along with the soul mantra that we used at the beginning. And it'll bring your energies immediately back into a state of centeredness. So sometimes, or quite often these days, you might be feeling spiritually off center. Calling for an Axiatonal alignment will really help. It is immediately invokes a pouring of pure energies through your energy system meridians to align you directly with the soul and monadic aspects of self, or more precisely with your monadic blueprint. the Axiatonal Alignment is also helpful to call for from a planetary and cosmic perspective. So think of your multidimensional, multifaceted self connecting into the divine light, love grids, structures, a grid structure that's unseen by our physical eyes, but it's part of the fabric of the universe, as is our energy system. So the invocation is: I am calls forth an axiatonal alignment at the planetary and cosmic level, and I am asks for planetary and cosmic integration as is ideal for us in every divine now moment in alignment with divine will. Now finally, we ask for a monadic blueprint body invocation. So many people don't heal from chronic illnesses because their etheric bodies have been damaged, or because the blueprint from which they've been working is tainted from their other incarnations on the earth plane. The etheric body holds all the memories or energy patterns ever experienced during incarnations. As you can imagine, it can get quite clogged up with various patterns and also various woundings. So these two invocations will address this. I am calls forth in grace to Dwakul and Vywamus to anchor my monadic blueprint body, if it is for my highest well-being and in alignment with divine will, asking that the monadic blueprint body replace the physical blueprint that is currently in use, if it still is. I am calls forth in grace to Dwakul and Vywamus to help me bring in my monadic blueprint body on a permanent basis. I am asks that all healing from this moment forward be based on the monadic blueprint, as all that is would have it. Okay, so there are some essential and some optional suggestions that will, all of which will help with your Ascension symptoms. There's going to be a little bit of a break before the next video, probably 2 or so weeks, and then we'll continue the series with some more invocations for dealing with chronic illness, chronic Ascension symptoms. Thank you for listening.